Alright, for those who just are popping in, because we are recording now on Twitch, as we record this in about a week's time, give or take. You're now looking at this. That is a huge crater. I still can't believe it's so huge. So I wonder, though, if in this world, I don't know if we'll ever find the grove here. Because the grove, in the main story, the tree is only recently started like doing things with their Savari and stuff. They're only like 25 years old or something as a race. So I don't know. But I've changed out one skill and moved everything else down, which is I added a healing skill just so I can heal myself every now and then. We are still trying to head back over there, but this time we're going to be much more patient about it. Simply because, you know, last time was at the end of the video recording, it was going to be for the day, so I was a little concerned about having it done right. But I don't have to worry about that too much with this playthrough round, because I don't really care as much. We are trying to, we're gonna walk our way over there calmly, that's what I was saying earlier. We're gonna relax ourselves into it. No! Okay. See if we can get ourselves there. So we're just kind of head that way. We've got 2 missions over there. We're gonna try and kill the one Char, the evil Char, the Char commander. So we're gonna start picking people off slowly and surely. But yeah, I just want the heal skill so I can actually heal. And we're just gonna head that way. I can't remember. I don't think it matters. I was gonna say I was gonna change out my skills, or go the other way around them. And then I was like, wait, there's nothing to loop back around there. I wonder if the favoring ones affects the other player, the other players or the other members that are your minions, you know? I get where too, some of the effects actually affect everybody. But I don't know specifically about this game. Getting shocked and not that he's actually healing himself. Alright. Alright, we're still walking this. Time. That was pretty hefty. Not insanely hefty, but still hefty. Okay, which way are we going? That's not what I want. I keep bumping that button by accident every single time. Wait, hold up. I was looking in there. I saw the same hole last time, but I didn't actually look in there and see that there's a burning crater in it. Was it just a basic fireball? Did something fall? Like a building? Okay, so I think the last time we went through... I don't know. I think last time... Yeah, we still need to go through and kill these guys, I think. I don't think they'll ignore us. I need to build up to find something for my characters. See if I can find Mesmer Ranger. Preferably one that's able to survive the catastrophe. That leads. Knockdown button. Deal with this later, if I get away, that is. See, what I was worried about was that they would come running as soon as we started trying to get past. But that's okay. We'll just walk back to the door. I don't know how quickly everything resets. I hope it doesn't, like, instant reset type thing, but I also don't know if I have much of a choice in the matter. Well, actually I do. I can teleport back. I forget that I can teleport back. In Guild Wars 2, you can't do that. You can't teleport while you're in combat. So that's why I always forget that I can actually teleport away. Within reason. Find food. I don't need to start bringing food with me because then I can fix it. Because my biggest concern now is that if I get up there and I start dying a lot, is the debuffing, and I don't know how long it takes for that to sort of drop, or if it's a matter of just having to win. If it's a win situation, that really sucks because sometimes you aren't just not preparing. So let's do it. bright side, if we get rid of the patrol, walking down this path won't be that bad. Bumped the wrong one, but it's okay. Alright. Alright. Okay, well. Alright, well that took care of that. Sorry, I didn't mean to get quiet. I was trying to focus on what I was doing. Honestly, the blue-purple color looks really pretty. The fact that the char like skin just looks like a rug carpet seems like an insult. On top of the fact that it has like leopard printing on it to me, so it just looks like it just kind of looks silly. It's probably not that bad, but it seems silly. Really proud of myself. I'm actually doing pretty good with clicking my skills via the number pad and not clicking it with my mouse like I normally do. Still though, this is still a very different experience to get used to. It's okay though. It's not a bad thing. I was trying to. Alright, there we go. Good, good, good. That's the thing I wanted. I wanted 3 actually, but that works. Okay, I think I figured out what I did wrong last time. Favorable winds and the fire arrow skill has to be constantly active in order to be effective in that regard. I'm so used to it being in a situation. Skill Wars 2 does the same thing, where you have to have them both active and stuff to add it. But with this one, I have to kind of spam it in a way to kind of keep it going because of the fact that the mana is really limited. You have like 20, 25 to work with at the beginning. I don't know if it's gonna be like that forever, but for right now it is. So I had to be more careful with it. So I had to be actually like constantly shooting it because I might as well, for the sake of having it active and being insurance and stuff. It sounds weird. I almost have to spend more of the skill to keep it going, but it's not actually a bad thing. Like, the first 3 skills are actually working really well, and I don't have to spend too much on them, but I probably, because I have master points towards those. So yeah, it's not a bad thing, it's just interesting. I'm gonna pick that up. I know it's not anything important towards white, but we're working with it. So it's kind of nice. It's kind of like, you have 25, or 20, I have 26, okay. Probably goes up each time you level up and things like that and whatnot. But, I have so much I can work with, but the amount I'm working with, if I continue keeping the attacks going, as far as like making sure they stay refreshed, not necessarily spam clicking them as much as I am keeping them refreshed, then they'll function better. And that's the thing, right? Because in Guild Wars 2, I think Guild Wars 1 probably has the same thing too. Someone mentioned to me at one point they have rotations too. It's just that their rotations are different than the rotations that are in Guild Wars 1 or Guild Wars 2. I feel like they're more fast-paced, where this one is much more pace to your skills and make sure you're dodging. I think if you're playing with other players, you need to dodge more, but since I'm not playing as players, and I never will, I'm not worried about it. I'm never going to be a PvP character, and I'm not a very PvP player in general, so I'm not worried about that. But it is an interesting experience because it's almost more like almost relaxing, while also not necessarily being relaxing in that sense. I was trying to heal. I almost had it. Okay. What does this go away? That's what I want to know. Quest item. Oh. Quest item. What quest item is this? Like, I want to know if it goes with like time, or it goes with victories. If it goes away with time, that's okay. If it goes away with victories, that's gonna suck. That's the one thing I liked about Guild Wars 2 is that you could, as a level 10 character, theoretically run into a level 80 area. You won't, but you could. I remember running around in areas that were 20 levels higher than I was, because I just wanted to get waypoints. I didn't really necessarily need the area or trying to beat things up that I couldn't beat up, that kind of thing. I was literally just trying to get farther into the maps and stuff. And so I had players running past me like, "What are you doing? You're not supposed to be here." And I'm like, "I'm just trying to get to this point so that I have access to it. I had some players even speed boost me there. They're like, oh, okay. Before we could actually ride on turtles. They were just like, here you go. Now I've gotten the habit, personally, I go and I pick up players using the turtle. I actually had one player who was running around. They're like, I just need this point of interest. And I'm like, sorry, I didn't move my camera. So I didn't move my camera in time. So I took my hands off the keyboard long enough to adjust my mic a little bit. But he was running away from me, and he's like, I'm just trying to get to this point. And he's like, I can't. I keep dying as he's like falling to his death. And I'm like, oh, do you want to ride? They're like, yeah. I was like, here, get on. Because I was like, we were talking in a group chat or open chat. So I was like, get on. And he's like, it's a turtle. I'm like, it's a turtle that you can share. And they're like, after we started talking about it, they're gushing about it. I'm like, there's cannons too. You can fire them while I'm dragging you over there. So just firing cannons at random crap, like raptors and stuff. And you're just having a good old time in the back seat. They're like, what is this? Where do you get this? And I'm like, it's from an expansion. They're like, I know what expansion I'm getting next. So we ended up going and getting him there. I used the turtle to jump up and carry him with me. And when I did that, we then managed to get him up where he was getting. Because he kept falling in his area and he didn't have gliding. And he was trying to do this one last master point to get gliding. So it was kind of one of those, I need this so that I can get the thing that I want. Sorry. I just was looking at this. This one, I wonder if this one leads back into the farther parts of Ascalonia. Do you think the wizard stuff is over here too? That's an interesting thought. I don't know. Like the wizard area? The area where the elementalist was. I kind of wonder if it's like, what does it look like now? That it's all covered in like, it's like destroyed, you know? For a moment there, I was like, why are they all stacked up on top of each other? Because I thought I saw the bodies, and I thought that all four, like 2 NPCs had died, and I was like, wait, their names would not be green if they all died. And then I realized it was char at their feet. I even helped kill those chars too. My brain is sitting here wondering now what the wizard area looks like, because it's like, that's really far inland from where we were headed. Ooh, I kind of want to take a run, but I want to see about getting over here first and doing these missions before trying to go off to explore that area. Wasn't included oh, how much do I need left? Oh, I'm level 11 now. Okay. Sorry. Just have to look down at my skills and looked at the chat thing to see what it said. Because I thought someone was talking to me, and then I was like, no. It's just the thing telling me about my levels. Awesome. That went smoother than last time. Yeah, I think it's just time. I think you just sit there and time will pass, and you'll lose your sour mood. Debuffing. I don't know what you would call it. Debuffing. Gotta watch the bar. Did it make his little one, or was the little one always there? You know what? I'm gonna assume they popped the baby out. Just because. It just, to me, it makes more sense. Alright, now, let us walk that way. See if we can get closer to our target. And we will be fighting everything on the way there. We'll do it the old-fashioned way. I also like when you click and target an enemy that it doesn't ruin your combination. Because that's kind of nice. Like, just because I click on it, it doesn't mean it stops my skill. It just knows that I'm changing targets. At least Fable will win. It may not be that way for other things. You guys' sudden running and sitting still is weird to me. How a golem blinded you is beyond me. You confuse me greatly. No! Don't leave the mage alone. He is in a corner. Did he say come to Papa to a golem? Why would you do that? Also, I just realized there's gold back here. What did we kill back here? Oh yeah, Golem, rock elemental. I was like, what was that we killed here? Because I forgot that there's 2 groups here. Total of 5 or 6. Okay, so we are heading over this way. My question here is, should I continue up the way I did last time? Versus the gargoyles. Yeah, we'll fight the elementals because they're not too harsh. They don't have as many skill combos as they can do. Awesome. New target. Oh, we went down another thing of another yeah. Nice. Oh, I don't have energy. Target that. Sorry, I was just noticing. He looks like Bloodstone to me from Guild Wars 2. A little bit. Not a lot, but a little bit. Think about it, there's never been very much red rocks in the Guild Wars 2. Like there's no like the fire elements don't look like they're made of fire rocks. Kind of like the fire like the lava slugs do. You know, they look like they're kind of like liquid magma. There's not anything that looks like that that's not a boss. It just occurred to me. Okay, so I say we go this way and try and get gargoyles. If possible. It is. Seriously, here. This looks like there should be a camp here. Oh, that's my guard thing. Okay. So yeah, oh, good. It knocked down to -6. It took down 3. I don't know what it did or what we did to do that. So, yay. Hold up. These trees are really hard to see. Granite slab. What do you use a granite slab for? Does my thing automatically change targets? I do have to click. Figured as much, but I wasn't positive. I normally just click targets because I'm used to that. Guild Wars 2, it does have it to where you can automatically target another thing, but it's not normally. Normally people just keep clicking and they pick a new target and we go. Alright, so I think we've got chart coming up here. Using the wrong button again, as you can tell. Hoping I could get back and do it. See, here's the thing too, this is another thing too that I kind of find a little irritating. There is no way to really control all of the NPCs, so it's really hard to have them they'll focus on whatever they want to focus on, and that is a problem because if they all focus on things you're focusing on, then that's great, you guys can kill one thing at a time, but they don't always do that, I don't think. I haven't really noticed specifically, but it almost feels like you're firing a shotgun and the only one you can control is your own attacks, which gets to be a little annoying because of the fact that you guys can't, like, it's not like you can ping certain things. A good example, in Guild Wars 2, and I think in this one too, you can control, your pet can control how your pet attacks other things on who the target is, who the main target is. And that's really nice. And it helps because you can have your pet essentially kiting things around. I've done that before in Guild Wars 2 where I took my pet and having it deal with one thing while I took care of the ads, or took care of the main boss while the ads were going after it. And it really helps because it does that. And it takes care of all that nonsense. Now, that's really annoying with this because you don't have the ability to do that and you get debuffed every time you do it. Don't get me wrong, you get debuffed in Guild Wars 2 as well for dying, but not to such an extent like this where it feels almost like a constant annoyance. At least at the beginning. I'm sure as I move along it probably isn't going to be that annoying. It probably won't be that annoying. Also, I just realized I probably should do this, the chat, so that you can see. I keep forgetting to do that because I'm so used to just playing a game. leech like stuff off. And let's try weapons that do that. There we go. We got the front gate open. And like, yes, I have the fire thing, but I don't really like using it because I was told it was cheating. In a way. I wonder if I had anything I could eat. What? Oh. Sorry, I heard a noise and I was very confused as to what the noise was that I heard. Okay. So I think we have to get up to the hill, right? So this is probably the better bed here. Probably better to deal with the people up here. Extra set of attacks is very useful. Did we lose anyone? No. Okay. I don't know if we can actually get up and around here. It may just be, yeah, it's just a cliff. Okay. It still works out really well because now we have a spot where I can swap with videos and we are able to oh well, I guess we're not gonna do that. This is what I was talking about with the whole having minions do all the work, especially when you don't actually have any control of the minion that's a part. The imp is very useful, but it's also really annoying because it's like I don't have any control over its behaviors. Same thing with the characters, and like it's funny because you were like I was telling this coworker at one point involving a different game, right? This is not we were not talking about those two. Those one. But they're like, I was complaining about how I hate minions in most games because if I don't have unless I have good, like, absolute or a high level control over them, I don't like it. And he was like, well, you can't control other players, you know, from like, from doing what they do. And I said, no. But I can tell a player to go fuck themselves and log off. And he started laughing. I'm like, I'm just saying, technically speaking, I can. If you tell an NPC in a game to go do that, it doesn't seem as it doesn't come off as harsh because it's a game. It doesn't. The code doesn't know what you're wanting it because it's not coded to allow you to have fun with it. But yes. Anyways, for Rose Watch Games, stay on YouTube. This is going to be the video, and there'll be a part 2 coming up later the same day. If you're on YouTube or on stream right now, we are going to continue on after it proceeds to render itself.